Well, hello everybody. Wasn't sure if I was even going to put this on a video, but I figured what the hey. Some people like these unboxing videos, and for those that do, we'll put it out there so that you can take a gander. It's in the morning, so I still have my leftover coffee. Ceremonial first sip before we have the first rip, we'll have the ceremonial first sip. And of course, about a week and a half ago, I did go to Barnes and Nobles and get the Strat O-Matic special edition, they want to call it. Exclusive, I guess, is what it's deemed here is exclusive. That's what it says here on the box, Barnes and Noble exclusive. So I did get that. Came with the 2025 season, no extra players, although there was a coupon in there to get the extra players for free shipping, and I think it was 75% off. So I believe the total cost for the extra players, including shipping, was around $7. And so that was nice. But then I got an email from Strat O-Matic stating that they sent me another code in the email that said I can do a future order for 10% off and free shipping. So I took advantage of that, or maybe they took advantage of me for spending more of my money that I didn't want to spend, because like a lot of people, do I really need another Strat O-Matic set? Well, not sure about that, but we shall see. Because I've had problems with my right hand, especially my finger, my trigger, what I think might be a trigger finger, and some other stuff, I do have help on the way in case I need it. So let's dig into this. Of course, as you can see, we'll flip it over and see that everything is still intact. Interestingly enough, I guess because of the free shipping, or maybe because I didn't get a game box to go with it. I got enough game boxes of Strat O-Matic already. But since that's the case, they're going with these U-line boxes rather than the traditional Strat O-Matic box, or this box with a Strat O-Matic stamp on it. So I was kind of disappointed they didn't have that. But, we'll throw that box away anyway, so it probably didn't matter one way or the other. So let's get into this and try not to cause any damage to myself or to the materials. And yes, I do need assistance, because the guns ain't the guns aren't the problem. It's the hand that's the problem, not the guns. The guns are still there, and the guns they are not firing blanks. They're still out there, even though they're 61 years old. They're still out there. All right, so we got that part of it. I'm hoping that's enough to get open what needs to be opened. I don't have to worry about the bottom, I don't believe. So we got that part off, and I think even with my bad hand, I think I can rip this rest of this open. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I bit off more than I can chew on this. Let's take the tape off first. Maybe that will help. Well, that didn't pull off very well, did it? Boy, I'm just not doing it. I'm not good at unboxing, so what can I tell you? Although, just for parity's sake, I did load the title with a bunch of clickbait words. So I'm hoping it got you to clickbait on this. Hoping that drew you in with so much curiosity you just couldn't stand it. All right, so here we go. We got our sets right here. We'll move the box out of the way. So I end up getting 2 seasons, hence 2 packs of rubber bands. So we'll flip these over, and we'll take a look at what they got as far as peripherals go. And the first season I purchased was the 1952 season. You can see the weather advanced chart, or weather effects charts here, and the standard ballpark charts, as well as the roster sheets. So I got those for $52. And as we look, these are the cards for 1952. I need to get this light off here because it's looking like a lightsaber or something on here. I don't even think I even need it. So here we go, 1952. You can see on there, hopefully you can see on there, Jimmy Pearsall, 1952. So there we go there. Not that many players, but there weren't that many players in 52. So I looked at the roster sheet, and there's not that many players that aren't carded. So the few that aren't, I can always use the unnamed players or nameless players to cover that. And the other season I got, and this was 52 was kind of a whim. So 52, I kind of threw it in there. I really wasn't planning on getting 52. The main reason I ordered this was for this next set, because this set will be what I use for the next year's NBC Game of the Week, which will be the 1980 season, Strat O-Matic 1980 season. That'll be the NBC Game of the Week. We did 1978 in season ticket baseball last year. We're doing 1979 in Fall Classic this year. So 1980, we're going to have in Strat O-Matic. If I do 81, I got to figure out how to do that one because of the strike and everything. There is the roster sheet for 1980 as well. And as we look at the players for 1980, always start with the Orioles, of course, because it's alphabetized. So there's Mr. Eddie Murray and company, 1980. If I can get it to focus right. I don't know if I can or not. Come on now. Give me something here. I guess you can at least see that it's 1980. Maybe if I hold it down here, you can tell it's 1980. But there's Terry Crowley, John Lowenstein and company. So that's 1980 and 1952. I don't know that anybody specifically wants to see any particular cards on this. I'm probably not going to undo these for a little bit because, one, I don't have envelopes for them yet. I got to go get my 6-coin envelopes to store these. So I do need to go pick those up. Plus, I'm doing so many things now, so many different projects. I really don't have room or time to. I know I'm retired, but I still need a life outside of doing Strat O-Matic. So I doubt I'll do anything with these. I might play a 52. Maybe I'll switch the basic Sunday basic from 62 to 52 at some point. Possibly, I don't know. But otherwise, 1980. Mainly, what I want to do here is get these guys in their envelopes and get their opening day roster started. I've got the schedule for 1980 NBC Game of the Week, so I want to set up the rosters that match that, and then figure out what players I'm missing, if any, and then I can do, use the nameless players to cover them. I don't have either one of these seasons in the Strat O-Matic PC or on Action PC. Might not deal with 52. I might just let 52 go and just play randomly. But 1980, I will get that in the Action PC before next year, so we can have it for the NBC Game of the Week. So just a real quick, simple unboxing. I was being snarky and sarcastic with the title because I know so many people like unboxings, and I wasn't even going to show it, but I can't help but, some of the YouTubers out there, and you know who they are if you've seen their videos. This is not to denigrate them. I just think it's funny that they use keywords like first look and wow and things like that to get you to try to clickbait onto their videos. And, I guess sometimes it works. I don't know. But anyway, it's more of a parody thing than anything else. And, but it was a true unboxing because I did unbox it. And I got the box here to show for it, It's not a Strat O-Matic box, which is kind of disappointing. It is a U-line box instead of a Strat O-Matic box. I would like to have had the Strat O-Matic logo on there. They could at least stamped it, with Strat O-Matic on it. Because the only thing it tells me it's Strat O-Matic is the label. That's the only thing it's telling me it's Strat O-Matic is the shipping label. That's the only thing it tells me it's Strat O-Matic. So would have liked to have had that, but I think if I'd have bought one of the game boards, then they would have probably had those boxes pre-made for the game boards to do that, but I'm not worried about that anyway. So 1952, which is interesting. In 1952, they give you this nice cardboard, I can do it right. Nice cardboard ballpark effects, whereas 1980 flimsy yellow paper, which I kind of figured 1980 being an older set, one they haven't just recently produced. I was figuring the peripherals for these would be a little bit less than stellar. So I thought about 1985 instead because they had come up with 1985 this year, but I've already got 84, 86, 87, 88, 89. I really didn't need 85 to fill that gap. I mean, I'd probably never do it. 80 was going to be more for my liking. So, but who knows if I keep doing YouTube and keep doing the NBC Game of the Week for, like 6 more years, then maybe in 2033, if we're all still around, maybe I'll do the 1985 Strat O-Matic season as the NBC Game of the Week, and more spam calls come in. Would you like to call this number? You can call that number and bug them if you like. Jot down this number, pause the video and jot down this number if I can get it to focus properly. It didn't come up yet. Maybe it'll come up again. There it is, 570-1785, area code 804. Call them up and bug the crap out of them, because they sure are bugging the crap out of me. So you won't get other unboxing videos with spam calls on them like you get them here. So there we go. I guess my channel is going to be known for spam calls, because I seem to lead the league in spam calls when it comes to me versus other channels. I don't see other channels getting spam calls, but boy, I sure do get them. And I guess somebody's trying to get my attention to spend some money, which I don't want to spend. So didn't want to spend this. It still kind of hurt me to place the order, but I figured I might as well do it. It's an investment in the future for next year's NBC Game of the Week. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you don't mind my snarkyism and my parody on the unboxing, but just felt like I wanted to be silly for a second. Maybe I've had too much coffee today and that's what caused it. I don't know. But until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play. Oh, a public service announcement. Friends don't let friends use rubber bands on Strat cards. Public announcement there. But these are great for PDFs of other games. So anyway, that's going to do it from here. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.